Oh no, this is not right. No, 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 no. Almost right. Hold on. There we go. Hi everyone. How are you doing? I hope everyone is doing well. I have just a pounding headache. So if I cut it short today, that might be why. But I'm still planning on doing the whole live stream thing. That was my sorry, that was me trying to figure out my new work slide thing. Instead of PowerPoint, I've been using GoodNotes on an iPad and trying to figure out how to work that into recording. So, anyway, that's that. Hey, howdy, Marvin. It's going well here. I mean, apart from the screaming headache, I yeah, I do too. Oh, Mason, hi. I hope my headache goes away soon as well. I realize I'm gonna have to cut my hair pretty soon. I've been wearing a hat because it's summer when I go outside, and yeah, it's getting pretty excessive. So anyway, how and also half the lights in my office are not working, and I don't know why. Like my hair light isn't working. Let's see if I can get it working. All right. Turn it off and turn it back on. That's pretty much my only way of fixing things. And there, now it's responding. It's weird. I don't know why my Elgato stuff has been kind of going offline recently. Anyway, yeah, so lights are working now. I went fishing today. I didn't even get a nibble. What else happened? I built a little gear car, my 3D printer. That's about it. So yeah, have a great week. See you next week, everyone. Oh man, no. Anybody doing anything interesting? Like I said, I have a headache today, so I have not. I've prepared even less than normal. Hey, Neil. Neil is my son-in-law. So I went fishing, Neil, over at the Bay Harbor. Like, you know where the tiny little inlet at Bay Harbor is, right next to East Park? I went in that little spot there and tried a whole bunch of stuff and didn't even get a nibble. There was another person fishing. He said that it's a great spot for smallmouth bass, but he also didn't get a bite. So it was just a bad time, apparently. That's what I did this morning. And I did finish the Cloud Digital Leader course at CBT Nuggets, which, I mean, doesn't put anything on YouTube or anything, but, you know, for all those who have been following along with my crazy trying to get back into the swing of things. Back tips, I stopped making videos because of my job. I'm trying to get to the point in my day job that I can do other stuff. I am so far behind and so slow at producing content at CBT Nuggets that I just haven't had any time to make videos for YouTube. Although I plan on doing it as soon as I can. The ability to pay my mortgage kind of takes precedent over making YouTube videos. So honestly, that's the reason. Oh, Neil, you were just there too. Cool. Mason, this week I'm setting up a new home lab for finally getting around to studying for Linux Plus. Oh, very awesome. Hello, Northern Chimp as well. Studying for Linux Plus. Cool. Well, maybe if Sean Powers can ever get his act in gear, maybe there'll be a full course for you to prep for Linux Plus. Yeah. Oh, I hope that's the case. I really hope my headache goes away. Yeah. Yeah. So, Neil, did you catch anything when you went fishing? I would love some good news outside of technology. Oh, crud. I dropped a little piece of that intricate car. Yeah, I dropped this. I feel like that's something that would be easy to lose. I was gonna actually stream from my work desk, but then I just sat down here first. But yeah, I wish I had some awesome new news going on, but I just don't. I got nothing. I wasn't gonna let lack of any viable thing stop me from live streaming. But yeah, it's gonna be frustrating. Ooh, oh, Mason, good. I'm glad. I appreciate that. Igor's finishing Babylon 5. A bit sad. So, was it worth the effort? So, Babylon 5 is one of the shows that I have not seen. I have them all, but I have not seen all of the episodes. So, is it worth watching? Do you recommend it, or is the sadness because it's not a great show, or are you sad because it's almost over? Give me some details about Babylon 5. I mean, not spoilers, but details. Speaking of which, there's a ton of Star Trek available now, which is just awesome. Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Star Trek Picard just ended. Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 was released after it was canceled and bought by another company. So that's cool. I was a little bit surprised that there hasn't been a rekindling of the Stargate universe. I mean, I realized Stargate Universe was the name of the last show that was on, but I mean, the franchise, I'm a little bit surprised that there's nothing Stargate related that has come back out. I think that Stargate Universe ended far too abruptly and too soon. I think it was actually getting good, and then they just canceled it. I don't know. There was so much about Stargate that I really enjoyed, and then just nothing for a long time. I mean, Star Trek was like that too for a long time. There was nothing for a very, very long time, and now there's a glut of Star Trek, which is a good problem to have. But I don't know what the deal is with Stargate. I never watched the cartoon. Was there Stargate Infinity? Anybody ever watch that Stargate Infinity cartoon? I assume it was tied in with the rest of the Stargate universe, but I never watched it. And I think that was all the Stargate stuff. I didn't watch every episode of the Star Trek cartoon either. There was only 2 seasons of it, but the animated series. Whereas it's good, well written, effects are a bit dated, dialogue and so on are great. Oh, sad to say goodbye. Okay. Andy K, hello. Yeah, I haven't seen Babylon 5, so I will say I've heard mixed reviews about it. That's I think one of the reasons that I haven't flocked to it. I think some people, maybe was it more political than sci-fi? Is that fair? I don't know. I've heard, like I said, mixed reviews about Babylon 5. So I haven't seen. There's a couple of those shows that I haven't seen. Most of them with Muppets. There was one. Gosh, what was that show with the Muppets? It was along the same line. Doggone it. What was the sci-fi show with Muppets? And I don't mean Pigs in Space. Oh, I lost my mouse. There it is. Let's see. Sci-fi show with Muppets. It was Farscape. That's the one. Farscape. I haven't seen all of that one either. I feel like there were a bunch of those shows in the 90s, because that was the one with Andromeda. Was that the name of it, Andromeda? That was a decent one. Yeah. I mean, Firefly, that's a whole nother story. Oh, anyway, now I kind of want to watch Babylon 5, and I want to watch Farscape and all those things. How about new sci-fi? Has anybody seen some new sci-fi stuff that you're interested in? Obviously, it's, well, not obvious, but it is my favorite genre of television would be sci-fi related stuff. And there seems to be quite a few options out there, but a lot of them delve into horror. You know what I mean? Like, oh goodness. Let's see if I can come up with a couple names of them. Is there, can I sort by genre? Here, I'll put this on the screen so we can all look at it together. Why can't I? Oh, I see. Okay. So let's switch over to welcome. Does this work? Welcome with the face. All right. Let's see if categories maybe. Yeah, let's go to science fiction. Here we go. What do we have? Has anybody seen the 3-body problem? I know the books are there. I haven't watched the show though. A little curious what people think about the 3-body problem. A couple more that I've been hearing about. Like Another Life, I think this one and The Ark, I think those are both horror things. There's Andromeda. Ascension, I think that might be another one that is horror. Here's Babylon 5. Dark Matter is decent. Okay, I think I have that one too. We started watching La Brea and it just kind of got dull. Constellation. I feel like Constellation is another one that's sort of a horror film. I don't know why there's so many that are horror based. Dark Matter. This is the one you're talking about, right? Yeah. Is that how many seasons? 3 seasons of it. All right. That one's worth watching. Oh, how do I get back? Okay, apparently I can't get back. Dun, dun. Oh, that's obviously dystopian. Oh, Halo was just action. It was fine. We watched all of those. Mason, yeah, this is all just stuff on my Plex server. Hunters was horror. I haven't watched this show, but Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell or whatever, I read that book. It was a super long book. It was okay. It was good. I can't imagine the TV show was good, but maybe it was. Oh, Dark Matter. It's a different Dark Matter? Okay. I'll have to look then because I probably meant to get the one that was on Apple. Yeah, like there's a ton of Star Trek and then Stargate. Oh, I guess I didn't see Stargate Origins. What is Stargate Origins? Is that the... Huh. I guess I thought Stargate Origins was the... Dang it, I can't... For some reason, I can't go backwards. There. All right, so Stargate Origins, I think I should watch. Has anybody seen Stargate Origins? Oh yeah, so Fallout. Started to watch Fallout. It looks pretty intense, very video game related, which obviously it's based on a video game. Mason, a lot of this stuff it's stuff I've collected over the years. It's either recorded from television or from a streaming service, or like I had a program that could rip directly off Netflix when I had an account there. I still have an account there, but I haven't ripped stuff there a lot. But usually it's stuff that I get that way. Sometimes if I like have the streaming service, I'll just illegitimately get the TV shows because I don't feel bad about it. But Infinity, oh, this is the one. This is Stargate Infinity is the one that was the cartoon. I don't know what Stargate Origins is. I'm a little bit curious about that. I'll have to look into that. And where's Stargate Atlantis is right there. All right. Is Silo good? Okay. That's good to know. And I don't think, is it over? Is Silo ended or just the season ended? I don't know about that. It's a little bit ironic. I'm always hesitant to start looking at a television show, like start watching a show until I know that it's well established and it's not just going to end abruptly, and not watching them while they're active is the reason that they end abruptly. So I realize the hypocrisy in my tendencies, but anyway. All right. Silo on Dark Matter, though. That one's, yeah, I thought that I had the correct Dark Matter, because you're not the first person that recommended Dark Matter. But it's not this one, huh? Not from 2015. It's a new one. I'll have to look into that. Maybe I started watching Dark Matter and I was like, I don't understand the hype. This isn't all that great. All right. Okay, Dark Matter from Apple TV. Oh, just came out. All right. And yeah, we have Apple TV. We have an Apple TV subscription or Apple TV Plus or whatever, but I generally don't watch it on that. I don't like to have to switch between devices and stuff, so I like to get all of my television shows and put them in one spot and just watch them that way. So I saw the first season of The Expanse and I stopped, and not because it wasn't great, but because I hadn't read all the books yet, and I don't remember how far into the books the seasons go. But I might have to just watch it anyway, because I don't think I'm gonna have time to read The Expanse novels, and it's already been years and years since The Expanse was over. So I should probably watch it. I think my wife would like it too, because I remember that the first season I saw was amazing, and I heard that it stayed good the whole time. So I'll definitely. I'm gonna make a note to myself. Hey, self, watch The Expanse. Of course, it might end up being winter that we start watching shows. We don't watch a whole lot of shows in the summertime because we go fishing now. We did yesterday. My wife will get a book. She likes to sit in the sun. I don't like to sit in the sun, but she likes to sit in the sun and read. And so she went down to the waterfront with me, and I went fishing, and she was up on the grass with a chair, and she read a book. So yeah, it was our super romantic outing, which we both enjoyed very much. So yeah. Oh, what was another? So reading the Dark Matter from Apple TV, it says Jason Desson is abducted into an alternate version of his life. To get back to his true family, he embarks on a harrowing journey to save them from the most terrifying foe imaginable, himself. That reminds me of what was the one with there's like two worlds and one is encroaching on the other. Started with an F. Fringe. I didn't watch Fringe all the way to the end, but it had that same vibe to me. Neil, I'll tell you what, if Lydia is into reading or doing something there, if you can find a spot that is nice. Yeah, Donna really so it's funny that we didn't go to like some backwater mosquito infested fishing hole, because that wouldn't have been a whole lot of fun for Donna. But Donna's my wife, for anybody who's not Neil. So yeah, we went to the waterfront here in town, which is, really nice for sitting and pretty, even though I never do really well fishing. at the waterfront. I mean, I'll occasionally catch a fish, but she could crochet. Oh, there you go. So Good Fishy is my youngest daughter. We're trying to help Neil go on fishing dates with his wife. Yes, she could crochet while you fish too, Neil. That's a very good point. And yeah, that place by East Park, like, I mean, obviously not just the in front of the East Park itself, because that's really shallow for a long ways out, but that little canal or whatever it is there, that's pretty nice in there. And the guy says that it's a good spot for smallmouth, but neither one of us caught any. Not sci-fi, but binged all the seasons of Monk in a few months. You know what? It's so funny. I recently gathered up, I think I have all of them as well, all of the Monk episodes, because yeah, it's such a great show. And I mean, it's been done for a while. I also got Columbo because there was a show that reminded me of Columbo. Oh, have you seen, there's only been one season and it ended not too long ago, Elsbeth? I think it's based on a book, but the series is called Elsbeth, and she's just a quirky, like ex-lawyer person, but not helping the police, like monitoring the police, but she ends up like solving cases. And it had such a Columbo vibe for me that I wanted to watch Columbo again. So I got Columbo as well. I haven't watched any of them yet, though. I don't know how well they've aged, like Monk, or I mean, Columbo's even older. How well they've aged, but let's see. Yeah, it looks like we have all the seasons of Monk, so that's cool. 8 seasons. Yeah, it looks like we got them all. And I don't know if I have all the Columbo ones or not. Columbo. Oh, has anybody watched the Chernobyl series that came out? I heard it was really good. I haven't watched that. It looks like, yeah, I have all the Columbo seasons too. That's cool. There's not a lot of episodes in every season of Columbo. I mean, you know, it went from the 60s to the 90s apparently, but looks like there's 10 seasons, but they each have like 6 or 8 episodes, and that's it. Neil says, oh, maybe it's bait time. Yeah, bait time. I don't know. I hate going to like buy bait and then it dies and then it gets stinky, or I don't know. I feel like if I catch a fish on a lure, I've earned it, and then I throw it back. I mean, I don't want to keep it, but also I'm kind of lazy, so if I have to make another stop at the store, I'm unlikely to do that. Mason, which show? Columbo? Are we talking about Columbo? Because there's actually quite a few British shows that, I mean, we have some. Or are you talking about Chernobyl, Mason? Which one are you talking about? Because I haven't watched it yet, and I think, did it only go 1 season? Yeah, 1 season, 5 episodes is all it was. And I think it was just like an HBO special. Chernobyl was creepy, but okay. Yeah, 5 episodes. Mason and Neil both say it was good. Yeah, I mean, what really happened was kind of creepy. So, like, especially where they were like spraying, like I don't know if, I'm sure in the show there's the footage, but there's like live footage showing them like spraying down the air in the streets and stuff while kids are playing outside. Like, they didn't tell them like the sheer quantity of radiation that was in the air, that they were trying to knock it down. Oof, that was messed up. Okay, talking about the Chernobyl show. Yeah, I want to watch that. I don't think Donna will like that show. I've also heard nothing but good things about Cobra Kai. I mean, that's already 5 seasons are done, and there's like another season coming. But hip dad, let's do headaches together. I'll tell you what, my head is still pounding. It really is just hurting, and I don't care for it. I was hoping it would stop soon, but apparently not yet. Northern Ship, you're not a series watcher. I did bookmark one I wanted to start watching, but didn't get around to it. Do you know what one it was? I'm curious. Oh, Mason, have you heard of an old TV show in the UK called Only Fools and Horses? I have not heard of Only Fools and Horses. Probably my favorite old UK show is Faulty Towers, but I mean that's probably not surprising. Only Fools and Horses on BBC One, like 7 seasons in the 80s. Does that sound like the right one? See if I can find any episodes of that. Bum, bum, bum. Hip Dad, yours is high blood pressure. Oh, that sucks. I mean, I went to the doctor with my daughter the other day, and she may still be watching. And they took her blood pressure, and I mean, she's an adult. They took her blood pressure, and it was like so good. I mean, it was so good. And my blood pressure is not that good with 2 blood pressure medicines, and she doesn't have anything. It just drove me nuts. I'm happy for her, but I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So anyway, Mason, so do you recommend it? You recommend the Only Fools and Horses? It's easier to binge watch UK shows because, oh wow, okay, all right, yeah. There's Good Fishy, the one with the good blood pressure. All right, so Mason, it looks like I might be able to find the British show Only Fools and Horses. And that's one of the things where I'm going to have to get them illegitimately. But, I mean, it's from 1981, so I don't feel too bad about it. All right. So 1,000% yes. So, Mason, if you had to compare it to my current top favorite comedy British show from that, I think it's from the 70s, but Faulty Towers, if you had to compare it to Faulty Towers, as funny, different kind of funny, equally entertaining, what are your thoughts there? Crufty, is it weird that I'm a 13-year-old who's following your CompTIA Linux Plus course? No, I don't think that's weird at all. It's awesome. I think that's really cool. For what it's worth, I worked at a school district for a lot of years, and education is kind of a passion of mine. So no, I mean, I'm getting old, but that doesn't mean that hopefully my stuff won't help people of all ages. So yeah, and I hope that I can finish this stupid course too, depending on how my job goes. Northern Chimp, what is it? Oh, wow. I got to give you credit for if you're going to pick something to watch, it's something that is out of the ordinary. So more power to you there. Hip Dad, lisinopril, metoprolol, and hydrochlorothiazide. Well, I'm on lisinopril and propanolol for blood pressure. We're just 2 old guys talking about the drugs we take. So yeah, I am also on lisinopril, but not the other 2. And then I'm on propanolol for blood pressure because it also has an off-label thing to help with migraines, which is not working today. Actually, I don't have a migraine today. I just have a regular human-sized headache. Mary, who is my sister. Sean, maybe you should give me some of your blood pressure. I struggle the other way. You and everybody else in my family, Mary. Yeah. Mason, as fun, same type of humor. Okay, awesome. I'm looking forward to watching it then. I appreciate that. Ooh, Red Dwarf. I haven't heard about Red. I had forgotten that Red Dwarf even existed. I think I have them all. So a while back, I mean, I've been collecting shows since my kids were in diapers. And they're all in their 20s now. So like 5 years ago, I started. Just kidding. But I lost, like our file server crashed. So I lost like everything that we had. And so I had to start over, and I didn't like remember to get all of the things that I had gotten before. Here we go though. Red Dwarf 1988. Looks like 12 seasons, and I believe I do have them all. Red Dwarf. Yes, it looks like I do. Red Dwarf, I'd forgotten them. I'm going to put that on my list too. Something to remember to watch. Red Dwarf. Now, was that Red Dwarf was a comedy sci-fi thing? Is that correct? Bum, bum, bum. Mason, Faulty Towers was brilliant too, but was cut too short if you like it. You know, like, oh, okay. Yes, and I did. I mean, we still, in my family, we'll still make Faulty Tower references all the time. Like anytime, and it's possible that my kids and now kids-in-law might not even know the reference, but like in my family, if somebody says something about a bowl, Donna and I will usually get a bowl from when Manuel is talking to one of the patrons in the restaurant at Faulty Towers, and she like asks for a bowl for her dog to eat the sausages out of or something, and it's not even a funny like line, but it's just, yeah, there's so many references that we'll make to it. But anyway, does caffeine have an effect on blood pressure? So yes and no. Caffeine has an effect on blood pressure if you don't regularly drink caffeine, and then you drink caffeine, or you drink a larger amount than you normally do. It can temporarily spike your blood pressure. But if you regularly drink caffeine so that your body is used to it, it doesn't have the big spiking effect, if that makes sense. Like your body kind of adjusts to it, but like a drastic increase can definitely spike blood pressure. And salt, yeah, Hitbad is really hitting the nail here too. Yeah, salt can really, really up blood pressure. And that's another reason. And so being dehydrated increases the salt content percentage-wise, concentration in your body. So it's really good to drink lots of water if you struggle with blood pressure as well. Kids-in-law. Yeah, I was trying to think, how do I say that? Like my sons-in-law. I don't know. Kids-in-law, whatever they are. Whatever those guys are. They probably don't realize half the things that my family says are based on movie or television quotes over the years that have just become standard vernacular in our family. And it's very possible that like even the kids don't even realize. I mean, all the kids are, like I said, they're in their 20s. They're all adults now. Faulty Towers is top tier. All right, yeah. So here's Lydia and Good Fishy. Those are my two younger daughters, Lydia and Lizzie, and they both like Faulty Towers. We are a British humor liking family. So you guys will have to watch. I'm getting that Only Fools and Horses, Mason's recommendation. Mason lives in Wales, which is a country in and of itself in the UK. If you weren't here, I didn't realize Wales was its own country, but it is. Anyway, yeah, so recommendation, a UK comedy recommendation from somebody in the UK. I got to take it seriously. Yeah. Isn't that what like drugs do? The first time you take an effect, beyond comprehension. Maybe, but I don't do those kind of drugs. Actually, I don't, but I was just being silly. Yeah, I think so. And it's funny. It's okay. So now you say things that interest me. Yes, and some drugs are like that. Even like some like prescription medication is like that, where like it doesn't work, you know, so like you keep increasing the dosage or you get more and more and more. But then there are some that don't seem to have that effect. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that is kind of like what drugs do. Just a little bit is enough, and then you need more and more and more, and then you don't get the thing anymore, but then you're addicted depending on the drug. Yeah. Mason, yes, it's a country. They're not England. They are not England. Lewis, hello. Hey, I'm still alive, but my head hurts so bad. I'm hoping that the being alive part lasts. It's good to see you. I've seen you on Instagram, Lewis, doing lots of like painting video cards and stuff, pink colors. And no, this is not a new hair color. This is Sean needs to cut his hair and possibly re-dye his hair because it's long and the green is just faded out. and it's light colored because I had bleached out whatever was underneath, and then it's like darker in the roots because that's growing in. Yeah, this is just the color of lazy. So yeah. Anyway. England, we are not London. I guess that's fair too. And I don't know enough about England to give any other information other than I agree that all of England is not London. I mean, I could do a United States one. I could do like Michigan or the U.S. is not Florida. There we go. The U.S. is not Florida. Oh, and my son-in-law Neil is from Florida. Maybe I shouldn't pick on Florida. Who should I pick on? I don't even know. Mississippi? Who do you pick on when you're picking on the U.S.? We're pretty pick-onable as a country. So. Lewis, decided to have fun with your oldest granddaughter and painting a new PC case and graphics card cover. Well, that was cool. I hope she appreciated it. Very cool. All the colors were her choice. Very nice. Very nice. Are there LEDs in there too? Or I mean, the paint alone was pretty cool. I'm just curious if it like is also set off with LED internal things. It's kind of crazy. Like CPU coolers and like actual sticks of RAM with programmable LEDs is weird for me. I think the RAM sticks are the ones that are the strangest for me. That sticks of RAM can have programmable LEDs built in, and also like I'm looking over at my work computer, and in my work computer there is an NVIDIA 3090 video card, and it has programmable LED lights on it, not like built in. It's just so weird to me that everything has like built in, and apparently there's some, I don't know enough about it. There's like some common way that they can all be programmed or something. I don't know. Ohio loves Michigan. Yeah, you know what? We all love, my family's from Ohio, or my wife's family, I mean, is from Ohio. So got nothing but love for Ohio. LED fans and strips and all. That's cool, Lewis. Mason, watch a YouTube channel called Ghost Town Living, based on old mining villages that some bloke bought and is doing it up. I really want to go to the US to go to see that village. Oh, Las Vegas. You know, it's funny. Yeah, out west, I know there's, I mean, I don't know about a ton, but I know that there are lots of places in the west and, you know, southwest like that. Once the mining dried up or was no longer profitable, there's really nothing else in the area that made for sustainable living. And so yeah, it's funny that ghost towns are actually a thing, and that is cool, the idea of buying them, because now I think it's more, it's possible to do things remotely. I mean, theoretically I could as long as I had internet access, and even that's accessible via satellite now, I could move to a ghost town and still do my job. Now we'd have to like make trips to get like provisions and try not to get dysentery along the way, which is a Oregon Trail joke. But anyway, New York, we are not New York. Northern Chimp. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Crafty, I prefer low profile PC. Recently got a new gaming laptop. Doesn't have all the rainbow LED stuff because it's distracting. NVIDIA 4050. Yeah, that is the one downside about getting the gaming laptops. I had a gaming laptop. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, I think I gave it to my brother-in-law because he was doing music editing stuff. But it had a GeForce 1060. It's been a while ago. So, I mean, a 1060 mobile chip, which was fine for some games, but not like hardcore games. So, anyway. RAM sticks have connections to the ITC for identifying the module. Yeah, I mean, Lewis, I get it, like that it isn't a far stretch. It's just funny for me to have LEDs built in, and like some of them don't. So anyway, good fishy Chris has it. Yeah, okay. My brother-in-law has the the gaming laptop. That's right, because Lizzie, you actually played. Oh wait, Valorant, is that the game you played on it for a while? Now you have a desktop machine, but yeah. Oh, I got to look at the Instagram photos here. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Apparently I can't. Apparently I can't click on it in here. They preload. If you go to the Discord, you can see all of the pictures that Lewis is posting. Oh, wow. I saw the GeForce one. I had not seen the others. All right. Oh, and Lizzie, yeah. Valorant. Okay. So here, how do I don't know. Is that gonna, okay, brought it up over here. Gonna go back to Wacom now. All right, so here's the first image from Lewis for those who are wanting to see the case that he did for his granddaughter. I lost my mouse. There it is. Here's the next one. Please pop up in the same window. Oh, good. The next one, GeForce GTX 1060 with that cool, I don't know, what is that? Is that pink or mauve? I don't know what color that would be. Kind of a purpley pink. I like it. And then where is this on the system? Is this on the side of the case, Lewis? Where is this? Also, how old is she? We got to know how old she is. No other details. I'm not trying to get creepy. Heart on the side of the case, a cool little pink cover, and that is a neat color scheme. I got to give you credit there. All right, here's my sister calling me out. Is the calendar behind me in November? Yes, but it's okay. Yes, but that's not the thing to call me out on, because this was November. But the reason that this is set up here, I don't even know where I'm going to go back to okay, yeah. So this is how pay periods work at my new job, and the last day for submission for a pay period is the 19th of every month and the 5th of every month. And while the day of the week might change, it doesn't change the date every month. So I left it up there because the days or the numbered dates are always valid. So yeah, that's why it's there. But the one that you can't see over there is still October 2023. And I haven't changed it since. And this one, well, which you also can't see. I don't know, can I? Okay. Can you see? Oh. Okay, I don't know if you can see that one, but that one is January of 2023. So yeah, that one's even worse. All right, there we go. She's 13 years old. It's purple, inside of your garage. Oh, okay, very cool. Scott, that's all right, man. I have a headache. That's how I know I'm alive, right? Oh, sorry, I highlighted the wrong one. There we go. That's all right. Thank you for the concern, though. Hit erase November than the title. I could, but I think I need a little more shame in my life anyway. Oh, look at that. Chunk of wax just fell out of my braces from this morning. I'm still hating my braces, by the way. Yeah, so in my office, I have a January 2023, again, not 2024. January 2023 over there on the wall, October 2023, and then November from 2023, but it doesn't say that on there. Anyway, clearly I don't use calendars, but I do have I mean, I don't have any way to show it off. I don't think. But I do have a Google Calendar on a secondary monitor that constantly updates. So yeah, so that is valid. Like right now, it says it's in the middle of Dad's live stream. It's on the family shared calendar. And oh, little fishy has to go back to work at 5 p.m. That just stinks. I'm so sorry, little fishy. And now I'm all looking. What else do I have to do? Yeah. So I do have a current calendar. It's just not hanging on the wall. The bouncing. Hold on. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Lewis, yes, it is. It's the X1 Carbon, and I really like it. It's difficult to get. Sometimes there's still some bed adhesion issues, but I see Bamboo now makes this liquid glue that they recommend over glue stick for helping to make like little things stick on the cool plate, the PLA cool plate. But the printer itself is just amazing. I'm really happy with it. Scott, I'm so sorry, man. You got a stomachache? That sucks. Yeah, especially if it matches. Crufty the bouncing rainbow ball thing. Yes. It is. It's and Lewis hit the nail on the head there. It's all open source. The program is WLED. So if you just search for WLED, you'll find the software. It runs on a tiny little ESP8266. I think it's ESP. Maybe it's not. Or it can be on an ESP32. But one of those tiny little Arduino boards that are like less than $5, and a meter long LED strip with 144. It's one of the really really dense LED strips. There's 144 LED lights on the 1 meter long strip. And it's in a little plastic tube, but it's connected with, I didn't even like build a base or anything. It literally just has wires hanging out and connected to the little tiny Arduino board. But yeah, it was super easy to do and fun to make. And yeah, I highly recommend it. Do I need to connect to an Arduino? An Arduino. And the simplest, cheapest Arduinos out there. Here, I'll grab one. Let's see, and these are actually even nicer than you need. But this is a little ESP32 Arduino board. They're like a couple bucks a piece, and I usually get them in packs of 3 or 5. But the ESP8266 is even cheaper than the ESP32. Are they ESP8266? Something 8266. But yeah, just those little tiny ones, and then they have USB like power connectors on the end, so you just need like an old cell phone charger or anything that can supply USB power. And yeah, it's just super simple. So here, let me go get it. I'll show you exactly what I did. Okay, I lied. I forgot I printed a case. So this is, I just printed this. I feel like I'm fishing. I printed this tiny little case on my 3D printer because I was always searching for like a rationale for getting the 3D printer. But it's just, this is an ESP8266. Again, just a few dollars on Amazon or wherever you get your tiny little equipment. And then it came, this is the LED strip light. And it came with the wires, and I just directly connected. Well, you can't see on the back. They're not even soldered. They're just like the push-on kind of wires. And then I power it using, come on, focus on this. That's just just micro USB. And this is something I got on Amazon. It's aluminum backed, and then it has just a diffuser, like a plastic diffuser on the front, but it's just an LED strip in there. And the LED strip I got is, like I said, it has 144 lights in a 1 meter strip. And that's it. And I just plug it in, and you flash it with the with that WLED software. It's open source, and that's it. And you can even flash it like right from a web browser. It's just super cool. I'm gonna go hang it back up. Hang on. And that's its boot up process. It turns amber. I don't remember if it automatically starts the cycle. I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't automatically start, but I have it connected to Home Assistant. And so whenever my office lights turn on, like here, I'll turn them off. So I turned off my office lights, and they're activated by motion. So if I make a move, it turns on, and then it switches the WLED thing to the bouncing ball program. But there's all sorts of different programs that it does. Yeah, there you go. More than you ask for, I know. But it was fun, and it's a project that I wanted to do all of my room like that, but I didn't. I guess I got kind of bored. But I can show you the. Yeah, let's look at the interface too. What the heck? Here, come down here. There we are. Back at Lewis's thing. But if we go to, oh gosh, hold on. Let me see if I can figure out the IP address of it. Let's see, devices and services, WLED, one device. Why isn't it telling me the IP address? Okay, that was pretty cool. In Home Assistant, here, I'll show you. So I was looking at it in Home Assistant, like to say, okay, what is the name of it? And I just clicked on Visit right here, and it took me to the web interface of my actual strip, which is really cool. So yeah, this is it's just a web interface to control it, and you can do all sorts of stuff like, well, you can't see it now in the background. I'll have to switch. So all right, so it's back there. Those are the bouncing balls. And for example, we'll just do another one. We'll do Aurora. Now if we go back, it's doing whatever Aurora is. Aurora is a very slow, oh, it's like Northern Lights looking kind of thing. But there's all sorts of different ones that are built in. And you can custom program it, but I'm too lazy to do that. I just really like the way the bouncing balls look. And there. Yeah. So anyway. Yeah, you have an LED strip loss remote. Oh yeah, there you go. And you just have to make sure that they're individually addressable, which I mean, if they can chase and stuff, then they are. Because there's the up above here, man, I lost my mouse again. The strip that is, let's see, Sean's office, office wall light bar. Why does it say it's purple? It's not. So like why did that not work? Apparently that's not what I thought it was. Office wall light bar. Oh. Office wall. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, that up there that's turning like green now. These are not addressable. These are just a solid strip, so the entire strip changes color, and so I can change my entire room. But the ones up on my ceiling that are changing now, they're not individually addressable. And yeah, now I got to figure out how to make it go back to bright. Okay, there. That's white. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's that. And we're almost out of time, but yeah, we got talking about fun stuff. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, the it's fun. And I think the most expensive part of building a little bar like that is the LED strips. But they're not too much. And then, of course, like I said, I got the little diffuser just to make the lights look cool. I got it all on Amazon, but anyway. What does that coffee wall frame say? I wonder if I can zoom in. Oh, it says coffee, noun, liquid that smells like fresh ground heaven. And then the other is just a picture of a squirrel holding coffee. There was a matching one that went with the squirrel. I don't know where it went. It says all you need is love and Wi-Fi. But I don't know where that one went. Huh. It's just like the squirrel picture, but it just says all you need is love and Wi-Fi. I actually saw them. We went to a restaurant, Bob Evans, if you want to know the name of the restaurant. And on the wall, there was that squirrel and then the one that said all you need is love and Wi-Fi. And I thought for some reason they just really struck me. I really, really liked them. And I scoured Google. I actually had to use TinEye, like the reverse image search. And I finally found the person on Etsy that was selling them and managed to buy them. So, Scott, have I used the stow command? No, I don't think I've used stow. Craft him to go watch CompT objective 311. I need to finish it. Okay. Yeah, I need to finish all of the objectives. I'm so sorry that they're not finished. I truly am. But I mean, we're about out of time anyway. We got 2 minutes left, and my headache is still going strong. Yay! I don't know. Lewis, one says coffee, a dark magical substance that makes you hate people with more energy. That's pretty great. I like that. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I just have that coffee one. It was a gift. I'm ashamed to admit I don't remember from who. And then this, let's see if I can put tracking back on. This one makes me laugh. I don't know if you can read it, but you know there's a jingle for State Farm. It's like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And then this one says, like a good neighbor, stay over there. And then the one above it it just says, hello, darkness, my old friend. Not really readable, which is unfortunate, but I wonder if I make it a little bit bigger. You can see it a little better there. Yeah. Yeah, so it's just, I mean, if you go through the objectives, the Linux Plus objectives, you'll see that it just stops. Like the last video in the playlist is not the end of the objectives. But I've just been struggling so bad at my day job that I haven't had an opportunity to get back and finish Linux Plus. But I mean, I will, but I'm no longer giving any guesses as to when. So, baked potato, caffeine, and aspirin for a headache. Okay, that's an interesting. I mean, the caffeine and aspirin I generally got with the Excedrin, but a baked potato. Okay, I can do that. Can I put cheese and sour cream and stuff on it? Or does it just have to be like a straight up baked potato? Because, I mean, I could go to Wendy's. Wendy's in town usually usually they're out of baked potatoes, which is weird, but nonetheless. Here, we'll go back to, this is the link from Lewis. Dark magical substance that helps you hate people with more energy. Awesome. That's perfect. All right, there. Yeah, if you want to follow the links, if they're not showing up for you, they're always in the Discord. And I guess we're out of time. Oh man, it's already past time. All right, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for bearing with my headache for me or with me. I'm gonna go take an Excedrin and maybe a baked potato. Have a great day though. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time, and maybe before, depending.